Well, according to you, we're going to have a nuclear war soon.
We seem to still be alive.
Yeah.
Not according to me. According to the world.
For the most part, I'm on vacation right now, so my news influx is
he's off his regular
limited.
routine of watching the news and reading the news. But anyways, I guess there's been some war of words between North Korea and Donald Trump, and North Korea has basically said we're gonna bomb Guam.
I've seen some talkings about it, but it's just like
or some shit. I don't know,
yeah,
there's an American
like,
base there or something.
What's Guam?
Yeah, it's like an American base or something. Like they have a base.
Is it in Korea?
No, it's like off the coast or somewhere. It's somewhere in the Pacific, South Pacific. I want to say somewhere. I don't really know. But, and Trump pretty much said, "Well, if you do anything, you're gonna be met with fire and fury," as he said. And now people are worried that Mr. Kim Jong-un, or whatever the hell you want to call him, is gonna just hit the little red button, and then Trump will hit the little red button.
As much as people, I think he should have been killed a long time ago. Like, this could have solved the problem. As much as the UN stuff is in place to protect the world, the UN is ineffective in actually making progress in solving problems. Now, in some cases, they work fine. Whatever, blah blah blah. But in a situation like North Korea, if you're talking to China, who are the ones that supply them with all their daily needs, they're the ones who are actually trading with them, but selling them stuff, buying stuff from them. It's kind of like if you talk to them and say, hey, you know what, do something, or we're going to have to. You're going to have to at some point in time, because China has their own agenda, and their own agenda is letting North Korea do whatever the hell they want. So I've never understood why they just don't fire a rogue missile and have it go boom and him go splatter, because he doesn't have children right now. So it's not.
Wouldn't somebody else just take over who has the same kind of?
Yeah, but here's the thing.
I know they live in their own little bubble. Like they're very.
They are in their own little bubble. But here's the thing. I think Kim Jong-un and his father, they're both worshipped as deities. They probably have the ego to go with that worshipness. So, when they have a whole country bowing to their needs, doing everything and anything they want at any point in time, you have that sense of ego. If you take them out, yes, you're going to have somebody come over and take over and be a dictator. Yes, but that person might be more inclined to have a talk about de-escalation than a guy who's going, hey, this country's mine.
You think Trump will want to talk, though? I don't know if Trump's the talking type of person.
Trump may not be a talking type of person, but Trump also has to have support of the Senate and the Congress to be able to do things. He could say, oh, we're going to nuke North Korea. But if the Senate goes, no, we're not, guess what's going to happen? No, they're not.
I think it is a little worrisome because, they're obviously, there's enough nuclear warheads on this planet to destroy us and then some.
Yeah.
Multiple times. So I think the next world, if there is a big world war, I think it will be on the stage of nuclear type. That's what I think anyways. I think
I've been thinking for a long time that if there is going to be a World War III, it's going to be conventional warfare. Maybe there's going to be 1 or 2 nukes going off.
You think? I think it'll be
small yield nuclear weapons will go off, and then people will realize, you know what, maybe we shouldn't be doing that, and we'll go back to more of a conventional fight.
I think it'll be. I think if you get big enough egos involved, I think it'll be, you're going to blow us up, we're going to blow you up just the same. And I think I think it'll set society back a little bit. But for this, how long's North Korea been like this for? How long is this?
50 years?
These people been in... Yeah,
since the Korea War, which was 1954 or something like that.
They've been in their little bubble for so long, and they've been running this way. Why all of a sudden now are we Why is there such a big problem with them now?
Yeah, and okay, and it's understandable because they have set off nuclear detonations. We know, maybe not 100%, but we know that they have the capacity to blow something up. And then they're shooting off all these missiles to prove that they have the capacity to strike anywhere, anytime.
Let's get the measuring tape out, boys.
Yeah, but it comes down to this. It's like, really, if you think that a place like North Korea is going to be able to build up such a large nuclear arsenal that they would be able to wipe out the United States, maybe something, a preemptive strike should happen, because if they have the capacity and this dick wagging that he keeps doing, he's gonna at some point in time go, well, mine's bigger, push.
What if this is all just a front for, like, because of what you said is China is supplying them with their daily needs? What if it's all just a front and China's secretly building a big army to take over the world? Well, we're all focused on North Korea, and they're just back here going, yeah, we're gonna get you guys.
China isn't exactly being secretive about their little army stuff. China has made they launched their first aircraft carrier, I believe, or it's almost close to completion. What was it? The Mars lunar rover that they landed on, not the Mars, the Moon, because they landed a rover on the Moon. China did, and I guess apparently, I'm using quotation marks here. Apparently, they managed to send a unhackable, unbreakable, encrypted message from the Moon to Earth using quantum mechanical physics stuff, which is beyond my...
I just hope that the nuke drops on my house if that happens. If there is like impending nuclear war going to happen, just drop it on my house so that I'm just the first one to die. So I don't have to put up with listen to the bullshit.
I saw a GIF the other day. This guy, he's brought his coffee and he's pouring sugar in there. The low-fat type sugar, and he pours it in. All suddenly, you see a flash in the background. It's a nuclear, the mushroom cloud, and it's just like he looks over, grabs the real sugar, starts pouring, stirs, and goes to take a sip, and it's just like, it's, in the grand scheme of things, if North Korea is going to send a nuke, it's not going to be devastating enough to cause it's going to cause destruction, but we're not talking. I don't think it's going to be
apocalyptic type.
You drop a nuke on LA and LA disappears. I think his nukes are going to be, he drops a nuke on LA and it'll be like dropping the atomic weapon during World War II, Nagasaki.
But didn't that leveled quite a bit?
It did, but
it didn't destroy the country.
But by comparison to what the U.S. could do, I'm pretty sure the U.S. and Russia right now could probably drop 3 nukes on North Korea and wipe it off the face of the planet.
Could you imagine that, eh? Turn on the news, click. North Korea's gone. Oh. Okay. Well. Goodbye, North Korea.
Because if North Korea nukes anywhere, the United States will respond.
Well, of course they will.
And North Korea will cease to exist.
Of course they will. It's just all posturing. Like, to me, it
is.
It's all posturing. It's all like it's part of that fear kind of mongering in my mind. It's like, oh, we got to keep the military up because of North Korea, and it's like, hey, like I said, North Korea has been like this for 60 years. Why are we scared of them now?
Because they have nukes.
Like, I'm sure they've had nuclear weapons for like longer than 5 months. Since Trump came in or whatever.
Exactly. Obama treated him differently.
Yeah.
But I think what we as a society, at least in Europe, North America, even Russia for that matter, need to realize that these things are supposed to be solved by the UN, and the UN hasn't done anything. They've imposed sanctions, and well, we know how well sanctions are working because China is just going.
That's like telling your local drug dealer that you're gonna wash them at the front door, but not the back door.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Exactly.
So he still can traffic his drugs at the back door because his back door is like, you know what I mean? Like, come on.
Yeah, exactly. So, I think again, Western society should take away from this is that the UN has become less and less useful. They should just gut it, keep the stuff that does work, like the World Health Organization, and a few others like UNICEF, because even peacekeeping.
Yeah, because don't people in the UN just go, I don't want to be part of you. See you later.
Yeah, because also the way the UN is also working too is because they have two general assemblies. The one assembly is based off of a majority vote, and right now there's like 57 Muslim nations, and just from out of everything, that is the largest voting bloc in all of the UN. So they pretty much control things.
It's too confusing. It's just there's just too much of that.
I think society needs to move past certain things because we've become so accustomed to it just being there.
Mm-hmm.
Some traditions need to die, and the UN is, for lack of a better way to describe it, a tradition. It's not working the way it's supposed to, the way it used to work, because right after World War II, setting up the UN, it worked. The UN was responsible for
2017 now, not 1945. You know what I mean? Things change. And so we need to evolve with it. It's like
yes, I as weird as it sounds, yes, there has to be a sense of change in some regards.
But we have the old guard. Like there's so many politicians. When you really look at it, politicians are all so old. It seems and we need to get younger people in there and people who don't have such big egos, and this is all it is. When you look at Trump and Kim Jong-un, really, it's like two guys on the playground at school puffing their chests out going, oh, I'm gonna beat you up. No, I'm gonna beat you up. And we're all going, what? What are you guys fighting over?
Well, there's a small minority going, fight.
Yeah,
fight.
yeah. You got people with their phones going, oh, I'll stand here. I want to see the nuke. Go blow them up. What?
Yeah, it's a different world, that's for sure. So,
it just makes my brain hurt. I just, every time I,
to be honest, I'm kind of glad that my information input has decreased in the past little while, because it's kind of it's nice just to...
I don't even know too much about it. I just the big headlines that I catch, cause I follow Trump on Twitter, right? So I see his Twitter, shit, and I catch little blurbs from the news or see in the newspaper, or, I follow CNN on the fucking Facebook, so that's how I get my news. I don't, go looking for it.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of just finds me, and I go, what's going on? Reporter in Guam, blah, blah. I'm like, oh my god. Just stop. Please just stop. The threat today, in my mind, is no bigger today than it was 5 years ago, I don't think. I just don't see it. I don't see it.
In my world, until
those North Koreans start coming up on Vancouver Island, that's when I'm gonna go, maybe I should get a gun and help.
Once Chicago becomes vaporized, I'll actually believe that something is going to happen. But North Korea's been talking like this for a long time, and I get it. When a place like South Korea wants to defend themselves, I totally it's understandable. Japan wants to defend themselves, so they have these new missile systems that the States has. And it's what? Take those precautions. It's not a huge deal.
Yeah.
But, until you actually see something go shh, or a whole bunch go shh, it's nothing.
Yeah.
Because as much as
Exactly. That's exactly. Where's the cartoons? I'm just going to go watch some cartoons, I think, because that's more interesting than this news business. that's
Sometimes
happening.
right now,
You know what I mean?
So the news is failing.
Just let us know if you are scared. Do you have a bunker? And if you do, can we come sit in it?
Did your grandfather leave you a bunker?
Yeah.
in his will, because you might actually need
Maybe.
might.
And if you do, drop your address below, and we'll come hang out, and we'll do our show from your bunker when the world ends.
One of the many apocalypses that we have talked about on
That's
the
right.
show.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you guys later.
See ya.